welcome back. We always have to adjust the camera because look at how tall my awesome husband is. This is Reid. Say
Yes.
hi, Reid.
Hi, I'm Reid. Hi, everyone.
Well, together we are trauma breakthrough
And relationship coaches.
and family coaches. Really, we work with the entire family because that's what's important to break the cycles, right?
Yeah, we've been doing this since the beginning of our marriage, 16 years.
Right. Like from the very first week, we had a house full of people that we were mentoring. And so it's really just a core of who we are.
Yeah.
But we also life school, which is really fun because learning is something that you do forever when you enjoy it. Like when it's an adventure and like there's so many exciting things. Like think about studying giraffes on YouTube at 3 a.m. Like we do some of the craziest things because we're learning.
Yeah.
What if all of life was that way? What if you could learn how to take care of yourself and take responsibility for your mental health, your physical health, for all that you are, like, and be truly empowered? How awesome is that?
What if we actually used our sense of wonder and creativity together to discover what's on the other side of anything that we study? What if we just dove in all the way?
Yeah, and it became fun because learning is something that we never stop doing. So with our kids, we've been homeschooling for 10 years, but really we don't homeschool as much as we life school, which is where we just learn anything and everything. Well, over the years, we have discovered, and really with the book and everything else, there are 5 major pillars in life. It's mental health, physical health, relationships, your beliefs, your roots, faith, and then your financial health. You have these 5 life pillars. And so what we did was we are launching Life School, which is a year-long program where we teach you everything we know in those 5 pillars because it's fun. To us, this is fun. This is learning. Have you ever sat in a classroom with your favorite teacher and you're just like, man, we can just like learn anything and do everything and they encourage you? That's what we are. That's what we want to be for you.
It feels limitless.
Yes.
It feels limitless.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and there's so many things that are complicated within that because relationships, like how do you stay married? How do you work through your communication? How about mental health? How do you heal? How do you process? How do you handle your heart?
How do you speak to your kids in respect?
And
Instead
kindness.
of just demanding, right?
Right.
How do we get on their level? How do we see them? How do they see us? How do we have that clear communication that leads to joy, that leads to happiness of life, instead of being stuck in this vicious cycle that we get in?
Right. Yeah, I don't have to sell you on all the bad stuff, on all the trauma, on all the hurt, on all the bad behaviors, because we have done them. Yeah, like we were both train wrecks of our own type.
We experimented. We didn't know what to do.
Right.
We didn't know what to do.
Well, we tried all different things with parenting and with our marriage and with family and boundaries. And then like finances are a whole nother ball game. And then religious beliefs and all of those root things that you don't know because you don't know. You've never been told. You were born into cycles. And life is mushy. Is really the moral of the story, is that life is mushy. So we have a couple principles that we live by, and that is kindness and respect.
Yeah.
So Life School is built on a platform of kindness and respect, being kind to yourself and being kind to others.
Yes.
So many times we walk through life completely black and blue from beating ourselves up, and it doesn't help.
No.
It just adds to the toxicity all the way around your life.
It's impossible to just serve and connect with people in your community and really lead your family.
When your heart hurts.
When your heart hurts.
It's difficult, which is why we were forced to deal with our stuff because our ugly was so ugly that we didn't have any other choices, really.
Yeah.
And that worked to our benefit and to your benefit. So Life School is a 1-year program. It starts August 15th, which is just in time for school. And it covers absolutely everything. What we will be doing is we will be doing a 1-hour teaching every single week. We will be doing via video because this is what we do.
Yeah.
We will also be doing a Q&A every single week where you can drop comments, questions into the community, and we will answer your questions on the video.
No matter how crazy or how intense, how different your questions are, we answer all of them.
Because deep questions are what we do. That's why my book is on trafficking and sex and abuse and everything else. Like, you have to go deep. That's where real relationships are. That's where real freedom is. But then I totally lost it. What was the next thing? No, there was something else in there. Okay. Oh, the interviews.
Yes.
The interviews.
Yes,
the interviews. So I love to interview people because I love people and their stories. And so we will be bringing in experts all the way throughout the year, just so it'll be fun. I imagine that it's going to be approximately 3 hours a week of committed time, if you did everything all the way through. And so it's a small price, 3 hours to totally change your life. Absolutely. You're worth it. Yeah. You are so worth it. And so just so you know what you're getting into, this is a build it with you, because I don't like the courses where they're just made and then left alone on autopilot. So we are actually building this all the way through with you. It's a year-long program. I love being in the trenches. That's why we do one-on-one work. That's why we do masterminds. But this is our way to reach the masses in a way, because there's so much pain happening in the world with all the changes. So Life School is what will equip you to be able to handle all of the crazy that's happening in the world.
I feel like it's taking everything that we've done with our clients in real life, all the things that we've really experienced, and all of the notes that we've taken, all of the study that Jes has put into complex trauma and into human patterns and really understanding history. This is a culmination of everything with mind you, being able to life school our kids for over 11 years now. Like we experience the system. We experience the school system in private school and public school. And so we know what it's like. We know where you are, where it's like COVID happens and all of these things take place where we don't have control of it. But in reality, life is school.
Right.
Life
and
is
it's
school.
Fun.
And it's so fun.
Right. Yeah, but the thing is that it really is hard when you're just on your own. That's why we haven't done courses, because you're just kind of on your own. And I don't want you to be on your own, because independence is another one of the biggest lies that we have been told to believe. We're not independent. If we were independent, we would all be okay with living in caves, except our species doesn't even continue if we were actually independent. We are interdependent. But interdependent is really closely resembling codependency. And so the difference is your boundaries. And that is really important as well.
We go deep. We go deep with it. And we hit it head on. And we make it easy.
What is needed is community. Because when you start to come into your own and you start to become who you are and you find your power, you want other people like you around you. And you know what? Quite frankly, over the decades, we have had more requests for dating apps. They're like, where do we find a couple like you? Where do I find a partner like you? I'm like, someday we'll do dating. It may be your chance. The closest thing we'll ever get to dating.
Maybe you'll be able to find your best friend, if not your partner.
Right.
In the community.
So bringing everyone together and creating something that is affordable for people, because that was the problem. A lot of people can't afford our one-on-one work. They can't afford our mastermind. So we wanted something that was affordable for people and created the community, and we were still in there doing the work. Like, I still want to deliver it with you. I want to be a part of it because I care about bringing you on the journey. I care about that. But I can't do the one-on-one for everyone. And so that's why the Life School is important. But then the community is what makes it work, because it's bringing people together. Find your best friend, find your person, and work together.
Yes.
Together, high tide rises all boats. And the community is not the community on Facebook. We actually have a community that is set up with the Life School. So it is on a private platform that is special for our superpowered humans, which is what happens when you go to Life School. You simply become unabusable. I don't know how else to say that. We literally help people become,
unstoppable,
Yeah.
and unforgettable.
Oh!
We're all about leaving a legacy. We're all about leaving a legacy.
Man, I love this guy. Do you see why? Oh my goodness.
Just doesn't stop.
We have Life School with Jes and Reid. That is us. And the value on that, the 1-year course, $6,000. We're not going to charge you that, but that's what it is. And it's real value.
That's not just marketing.
Right. Yeah.
Break it down for
right.
us, Jes.
We could easily have just said $24,000, but you know what? I really hate the BS in marketing.
Right.
And so I'm like, what is the real value? What could I really justify charging people for? What is it? And I was like, this is easily a $6,000 program. I could sell this over and over for that. You're not going to pay that, but we can easily. Because it's also a 1-year program, like 2 to 3 hours a week for a year. That's a huge program. $6,000, that's easy.
Also, I want to comment on that really quick. If anything takes 7 days or 30 days, it's not really worth our life. We're talking about our lives here. We're talking about
our time,
rebuilding our lives after COVID. We're talking about putting all of our eggs in one basket, seeing what we've got, eliminating what we don't need.
Getting rid of the stressors, raw results.
Yes, raw results.
Raw results. That's what we do. We are results-based. We are solution-based. If it doesn't work, don't do it. Quit wasting your time on other things that don't help you. Get it all the excess out of your life. You have to simplify so that you can be all of you.
Yes.
That's what it takes. So we have Life School. Then we have the community. And the community is a continuity thing. So you pay monthly for it. It's $27 a month. And so you have the $6,000 Life School. You have the community, which is $27 a month. But then, this is one of my favorites. It is the I Am My Hero journal and workbook. Yeah. I have worked on this for years and years and years. I love journaling, but I have not ever found the ones that have the elements that I need in order to help me stay focused on my feelings so that I'm manifesting and controlling them properly, but then also self-aware of where the problems are within my being, where the issues are, how am I going to address them. So we literally created an I Am My Hero journal because you are your hero. It's not us, I'm my hero.
And then the really exciting part is what you can do with a journal because of what's next. Tell us what's next, Jes.
You were so much fun. Well, the journal and workbook is $27 on our website if you just buy it alone. So there's that too as part of this package. Then this is one of my favorite tools, and this tool works for children and humans.
As early as 1.5 years old.
No, 4. Yeah.
I beg to differ.
Yeah, could you do it younger? You know what? I bet you could.
I've tried.
I was thinking I can justify 4, but 1.5. This is our feelings picker and feelings journals. Now, as part of this package, they come in a bundle of 3 journals, and you get the magnetics feeling picker chart that goes on your refrigerator.
Those are always my favorite thing because of how many papers you can stick underneath of them. So you're always going to see your feelings chart, and you'll have papers shoved in until we help you clear them out.
You are too much.
Breathe. Okay,
breathe. I get talking too fast and start choking on myself. You'll get used to that. But this feeling picker is so powerful because not only does it help children, really young children, and me and people much older, how to identify our feelings, it also gives us control over our feelings. And it's real simple, it's super fun, but it is an amazing, powerful tool, especially if you have children in the house, especially if you're struggling to identify, because feelings are layered. And so it really helps to be able to identify them and have them kind of front of mind. So, you know what? On average, most people know 4 to 5 feelings, and yet we experience 40 to 50 feelings every single day. We aren't naming them. That's the problem. We need to be aware of what's going on because we actually have the power to change them.
So the journal gives you the ability to easily name them, put them in a category that makes you feel happy every single day.
And pick them. That's why they're called a feeling picker.
Yes.
So what we have is the Life School, the Superpowered Humans Community, the I Am My Hero journal and workbook, and the Feelings Picker, which is the magnetic thing that goes on your refrigerator, and 3 journals. So for you and the people in your house. That is an amazing value. The total value on that is, I didn't even write it down. It's like $6,300 some odd dollars.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money. And you know what? I am not scared to charge that, but I'm not going to because
if all this did was restore the relationship with your partner or with your kid or with somebody at work or with your best friend,
would it be worth it?
What if you could restore a relationship? Would that be worth it to you?
Yeah.
Like we're talking about restoration. We're talking about
freedom.
You. We're talking about your freedom, and we're talking about your freedom in community.
Right. So here's the deal. Because we're doing this launch, and I was like, how do you create urgency? How do you create that scarcity? And at the same time, I want to give people a great deal. And I really want, but I also know that people don't do things unless they invest. I've given away lots of things for free or where I didn't charge enough. And then the other people don't have the same value out of it. And it just doesn't work. This is basic human nature. And this is school. This is your education. This is your life. You are worth investing in yourself. And so I was like, how do I put all this together? What do I do? And I was like, you know what? I could do this as a lifetime package for like $2,000. And I was like, you know what? That works. I'm pretty comfortable with this 1-year program at $2,000 because once I launch, once it's happening, then we're going to go on a monthly payment plan. It's going to be $247 a month, and it's just monthly payments for 12 months. And then you pay for the community, $27 a month for month 13 and on. So it's like, okay, that's what we're doing after it's going. But before then, can I give them a lifetime package of some sort? What can I do?
What can you do?
So it was $2,000 for a lifetime package. And that's what we're charging. That's the price. Except, here's one more thing. We decided to do a roll-up. So starting today, right now, the entire thing is $500. And every day for the next 30 days, it is going to increase by $50 a day. So today it's $500. Tomorrow it's $550. The next day it's $600. The day after that it's $650. The earlier you get in, the less you pay. How awesome is that for a crazy sketch? Crazy,
that sounds like urgency to me because
urgency and scarcity.
I'm not going to want to wait. I'm not going to want to wait and pay monthly. Because if my monthly is almost the same amount as starting out right now for life, I think I'm going to want to start right now.
Right.
I'm just saying.
For 2 months of tuition, you can get the whole thing lifetime right now. But tomorrow it's going to be $550. And so it was just really kind of a fun way because we're marketing the book differently. I was like, let's just market our life school differently. And marketing doesn't scare me. I'm an entrepreneur. This is what I do. But what I don't like about marketing is the dishonesty in it. And so I just tell you, and I think that makes it better.
I like the fun in it. Like, let's have fun. Let's have fun like right now. Let's have fun when we get there. Like, let's have fun
buy it today while it's $500,
right?
And then tomorrow it'll be $550, and you can tell your friends. And
it's exciting because your heart's pumping, and you're like, it's going up.
And if you're really excited and you're totally on board, we do have a partnership program, so let us know. But if you want to partner with us and tell your friends, it's awesome. But it's the thing to do because you're worth it. And we believe in you, and you have to be your own hero. There is no other way. No one's going to save you.
I think after reading your book, I have a burden on my heart. I helped with some of the editing, but it's pretty raw. And after all of that, I'm like, what can I do? Is humanity even worth saving? I know you give a lot of hope in there, but is humanity even worth it? So if this program, all it did, this lifetime program, if all it did was restore your hope in humanity and help you be able to see patterns so you can reach out to people in ways that really matter, that really leave a difference in your life and in their life, wouldn't it be worth it?
Yeah. If it did half that, it would be worth it. Wait, a $2,000 investment.
Yeah.
Like $2,000 is nothing. How much you pay in counseling, in therapy, and all these other things. Add this to it Don't get rid of that stuff. Like, just add this to it. And if it works, and it will, and your life has changed, you're going to save a ton of money. But I understand it's risky and I understand it's scary. That's why we always offer 100% money back guarantee. If you're not happy, we're not happy. I don't want the bad juju. Like, karma's real, and I have a lot of stored good karma, and I love that stuff. And so I'm not going to go around making people mad. I want you to win. I want you to have a new life. I want you to find freedom, because you know what? I love sleeping at night. I love being confident in who I am and not worrying about what people think. And I think you can do it too. I know, because we have lots and lots of people who are doing it. We have so many testimonials. Go and read the testimonials. You would be surprised. People do one session with us and they're like, everything's changed. All the things have changed. They spend 2 months with us and they're like, the whole family.
And we're taking that value.
Entirely different.
We're taking the value. We're taking our principles and we're applying them to this group. Like, we're giving you all of those principles. We're giving you all of our values.
Everything.
Like, we're really
the teaching.
We're putting ourselves out there, because I just have experienced, even as an at-home dad, the most incredible adversity. Now, this was 12 years ago, 13 years ago, but starting out, but it's really difficult stepping into a world, just having a different role in your family. Even if you're a great man of leadership and you have a team and you're an at-home dad, people start to see you differently, and it doesn't make any sense. Like, that should be a place of power. That should be a place of courage and power.
Yeah.
And I just believe that together, no matter what friendships you form in this community, you're going to have them for life.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to take you're going to be able to take yourself to a new level that you've never experienced before.
We believe in you.
Yeah.
We know it's possible. And our clients know it's possible. But society hasn't told us it's possible. But you know what? You're worth it. You can be your own hero. You can change your life. You just need a guide. That's why we have Life School. That's why we're the superpowered humans that we are. And you know what? You can be it too.
Yes, you can.
So join us.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
And no more payments. Lifetime access. One and done.
Woo!
Do it now before we launch
Yes.
and you're stuck doing monthly payments. We'll talk to you on the other side. Bye.